a lot of keys to communication. One of the things I would point out before you can get to communication is understanding the priorities of the situation. Our number one priority is citizens in danger, so that comes into play on what our speed is on responding to these. Once we do decide we are going in, once again, get everyone on the same page, making sure we are communicating what our approach is going to be, who's responding, making sure we're not having people respond from different locations that are going to startle each other or cause blue-on-blue situations. If we're using radio communication, which, once again, can we switch to attack channel where they're not getting normal radio traffic, that noise discipline, all that comes into play. Once again, it comes down to training. Training, we can start working out some nonverbal communication or some hand signals, not never making anything difficult, but some very simple approaches where we all understand, what we're meaning when we're doing these things. Because, once again, noise discipline comes into play. How we move together obviously comes into play. It comes from training. Training is the key to. We can do these training all the time for these situations that may never happen. The day they happen is not the time to figure out what you're doing. If we can train it out, work out the details, get comfortable with each other, and the beauty is if you got people that train together, they trust each other, and it lessens your responsibilities. You've got your area to take care of, to control, and you're not worrying about what everyone's doing as long as they're doing their job. And it lessens our responsibilities, takes some of the pressure off us, and allows us to work cohesively as a team. Definitely things to consider when you're talking about searching a structure. Not only you have to worry about the team inside, but you're generally going to have the team on the outside, perimeter team. Where we're going to set up on that situation, have them set up in a safe position, what their responsibilities are. Once again, a very unfortunate incident we had recently where officers were engaged in a firefight inside a mobile home. Rounds went through the wall and hit an officer outside. So thinking about where we want to set up behind that cover, make sure we're identifying who we are and what we're doing. When you get out into rural areas, also becomes huge. Those crossfire issues come into play. Communicating where we're at, where we're moving from, where our movements are coordinated. Where we're not going to be, once again, mistaken identity, having these blue-on-blue problems. And also our pace of how we're doing this. It's something that's very simple. We try to slow things down, but I always use the concept, don't rush to failure. Don't be in a hurry to put yourself in harm's way, especially if you're looking for a suspect in a rural area and there's nobody in danger. They're a low priority. We're the higher priority. When citizens are in immediate danger, we've got to speed up that response as quickly as we can and make it safer for them. But we still need to do it where we're being part of the solution, not part of the problem.